Hello and thank you for joining us. This is the Republic of Presidents. My name is Leke Olateru Olagbegi. Today we will be contemplating a question: is Nigeria ready for Mr. Peter Obi? But before we go into that, I want to talk to you about the last two videos that we shared on this channel. The first one by Rohn, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And the second one by Earl Nightingale. Trust me, that video is a blockbuster of a video. You have never seen anything like it. And if you watch that video, the title is The Greatest, Strangest Secret. If you watch that video and you do what's recommended in it, you will never see life the same way, and your life will never ever remain the same. So if you missed the two videos, make sure to look in the description below. We left the links for you there, and trust me, you will never feel the same way after watching these two videos. Now, back to the topic for today. Is Nigeria ready for Mr. Peter Obi? That's our question for today. And ladies and gentlemen, the election season is well and truly on the way. In the last couple of weeks, we had a poll predicting, for the second time, mind you, that Peter Obi of the Labour Party would end up winning the presidential elections in Nigeria. Most of the youth seem to think that Peter Obi would actually emerge Nigeria's next president.
Labour Party and Peter Obi in particular appear to be the target of very vicious attacks from opposition parties. Peter Obi himself appears not to be flustered by any of it though, but rather he seems to be taking everything in his stride, making all the right noises. He always appears calm when he appears on TV. He's respectful to the opposition. He's focusing on the facts. He's sharing nice ideas. He seems to be speaking the language of the people. So in general, Peter Obi seems to be like the ideal candidate. And according to the voice of the Nigerian youth, if you install Peter Obi today, then it would seem like Nigeria would suddenly change trajectory and begin to become like the country that we want to see. But the question I want to ask you today is this: are you, as an individual, ready for Peter Obi? I look at the massive crowds everywhere, in the rallies in Lagos, in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Calabar, everywhere. And I see lots of Nigerian youths who are rooting for these guys, which is a good thing. But then I take a second look at them, and I want to ask every single one of them these questions. Are we ready to make the sacrifices necessary for nation building? Are we ready to drop our corruption and sharp practices as youth of this country? Are we ready to stop running through the red lights at intersections? Are we ready to stop our get rich quick, gimme now, quick penchant? Are we ready to stop dropping trash in the gutters when it rains, on the streets as we go on the roads? Are we ready to endure the pain when the corrupt subsidy regime that keeps the price of petrol artificially low finally ends? Are we ready to subject ourselves to meritocracy, to the rule of law, to due process? Are we ready to contribute to the development of Nigeria? You see, great leaders need great followers. So the question is, are you a great follower? If you say Peter Obi is the right person, like many youth are saying, are you a great follower yourself? Recently, I was chatting with someone who was criticizing Rotimi Amechi, the former transport minister. He was just talking, Rotimi this, Rotimi that. And then only a few minutes later, we were talking about the 2023 elections, and it was like, I better forget it. And then he went on to talk about how he used to participate in voiding of votes in Rivers State. And then I challenged him. I told him, look, you are part of the problem. How can you be criticizing? Just a few minutes ago, you were criticizing a politician, but you yourself, you are no different. He looked at me and he kept quiet. This is the truth for many of us. Many of us find it easy to talk and to criticize and to castigate the government, but we ourselves in our own small space, we like to behave, and we probably behave worse than many of the politicians. So I'm not trying to say this to criticize anyone. I'm only trying to challenge myself to think that we ourselves as individuals, we have contributions to make to the development of Nigeria. So as we look forward to a new era in Nigeria, as we look forward to a new Nigeria, we must ourselves begin to behave like new people, because only with our support can the newly elected government succeed. We must begin to think and behave like the president in our own circle of influence. This is the purpose of the Republic of Presidents, to make and to raise men and women of character, men and women of substance, who think about the consequences of their actions, who think long term about what they're doing and the effects that it has on the country that they are living in. This is how we will build a country that we can all be proud of.
That is the word for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being part of the show today. If you loved what we put out today and you like the kind of videos that we share, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and make sure to share with friends and family. We're building something great here. Be part of it. And until we come your way again, keep thinking and acting like a president. God bless you, and God bless our world.